ranking all the modern-era wrestlers from the Anoa'i family from best to worst. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The Anoa'i family has produced some of the most celebrated wrestlers we've seen in WWE. Legends like Yokozuna, Umaga, The Rock, and Roman Reigns all hail from the Anoa'i family. The Samoan blood running in their veins has surely given WWE fans around the world a ton of unforgettable moments. Even new wrestlers from this family have started to take over the scene over the past few months. Solo Sikoa was pretty much the biggest heel in WWE over the past few months, and he even introduced us to another awesome member from his family, Jacob Fatu. This family has given and is still giving a lot to WWE. Today, we'll be looking at and ranking all modern-era wrestlers from the Anoa'i family from best to worst. Let's get into it. Here are all modern-era wrestlers from the Anoa'i family, ranked from best to worst one. The Rock final boss Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is perhaps the biggest star to come out of the Anoa'i family. His work on helping the company into the Attitude Era, along with Stone Cold, speaks for itself. The Rock has also returned for WrestleMania XL, where he stood beside his cousin Roman Reigns. Just his mere presence was enough to electrify the crowd and completely change the arena's atmosphere. His status as a legend is already solidified. Here is a list of titles that The Rock has won throughout his career. WWE Heavyweight Champion X8, WWF World Tag Team Champion X5, WWF Intercontinental Champion X2. At a single glance, his achievements as a WWE wrestler put The Rock miles above everyone else in the Anoa'i family. Even when we talk about the modern era, The Rock's work as the final boss before and during WrestleMania XL was excellent. Roman Reigns has had the WWE crowd in a chokehold for quite some time now. He's also been a leader for his family. Reigns established the Bloodline faction and recruited Jimmy and Jey Uso. As the leader of the Bloodline, Reigns became the undisputed WWE champion, and even helped Jimmy and Jey become the WWE Tag Team Champions of both Raw and SmackDown. The kind of impact that Reigns has had as the Tribal Chief cannot be understated. He is undoubtedly a legend of the game and has the accolades to show for it. Let's take a closer look at all the titles he's won over the years. WWE Champion X4, WWE World Heavyweight Champion X3, WWE Intercontinental Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, WWE United States Champion. Roman returned to WWE during SummerSlam 2024 and received a ginormous reception from the crowd. He is currently at the top of his game, and with the way things have been going, it wouldn't be surprising if Reigns overtakes The Rock to become the best wrestler from the Anoa'i family. Putting Jacob Fatu so high up the list might raise a few eyebrows, but there's a method to the madness. Fatu has been in WWE since June now, and during his short stint, he has taken down legends like Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. If Solo Sikoa hadn't recruited Fatu to be a part of his new bloodline, things would have gone terribly wrong for him. His skills in the ring are unmatched, and despite being such a heavy and strong wrestler, Fatu can perform high-flying moves with relative ease. His aura on the screen and his skills in the ring make Fatu the most exciting wrestler from the Anoa'i family. He is currently the WWE Tag Team Champ, and with the kind of potential this kid has, he could easily be at the top in a few years. Fatu has already done more damage than most people on this ring, and that is worth respect. Jey Uso might have fizzled out into nothingness if he hadn't worked on his ability to perform as a singles competitor. Ever since he split with his brother Jimmy, Jey has really come into being. He owns his character and has made his gimmick both funny, likable, and relatable to the younger audience. Apart from this, Jey Uso is an excellent in-ring performer and has a ton of moves in his bags. He can land the most outlandish slams and can follow it up with a high-flying splash. Jay has held the WWE SmackDown Tag Team title a total of 6 times, and the Raw Tag Team title a total of 4 times. A bit more time with such solid performances is all Jay needs to jump to the very top. Solo Sikoa has been excellent on the mic ever since he launched a coup and took over the bloodline. He has truly stepped into his role and was the biggest, most hated heel in WWE up till SummerSlam. However, the only reason Sikoa isn't above Jay and Jacob Fatu is due to his wrestling. He has some good moves and navigates the ring the same way a strongman would. However, his moves don't look clean enough, and his signature move, the Samoan Spike, lacks impact. Sikoa has to work on his technicals before he is ready to move higher up in the Anoa'i Family. Jimmy was an excellent entertainer back when he was still fighting by his brother Jay's side. However, the transition to singles events has not been so kind for him. Because they're twins, Jimmy and Jay will always be compared to each other, and this is a battle that Jimmy loses by quite a landslide. His character lacks the charisma that Jay has. His wrestling is elite but still lacks when compared to Jay's. Last but not the least, Jimmy's work on the mic is just not comparable to the excellent job that Jey Uso has been doing. There is a ton of scope for improvement for Jimmy, and now that Roman Reigns is back, WWE has the chance to reintegrate him back into the scene. Hopefully, he'll be able to improve upon his return. But even if he doesn't, Jimmy will always remain an 8-time tag team champion if we combine his belts from Raw and SmackDown. That alone is enough to put him above the rest of the Anoa'i wrestlers. Nia Jax has been running rounds around the Divas for quite some time now. She has always been hilarious, likable, and a strong in-ring competitor. There are times when she seems a little careless in the ring, but Nia Jax always puts on a fine show. She recently beat Bayley at SummerSlam 2024 to become the WWE Women's Champion for the 2nd time in her career. Her work with Shayna Baszler has also been some of the best tag team work we've seen in WWE. The internet trolls might not like Nia Jax, but all their memes won't change the fact that she's an amazing wrestler who has only improved with time. Fans can't wait to see what Nia Jax has in store for us during her 2nd reign. Tama Tonga was absolutely terrifying when he first arrived to WWE. He was also one of the new members introduced by Solo Sikoa. Before Jacob Fatu arrived, Tama Tonga was actually acting as the Bloodline's enforcer, and he was doing a damn good job. He was fighting right beside Jacob Fatu when the pair became the WWE Tag Team Champions just last week. Winning might have been impossible without Tama. He clearly has a lot of potential, but needs to be brought to the front for the people to really connect with him. Tama Tonga won't be moving up on this list until he breaks free from the Bloodline, and the shadow of Solo Sikoa Tamina doesn't always get the respect she deserves, which is understandable. She has never been the best on the mic and often botches her moves inside the ring. Her gimmicks always fall flat, and Tamina has largely been able to draw in the crowds and get the fans on her side. Despite all these struggles, she won the WWE Women's Tag Team title back in 2021. Her title win is one reason for her being above the fighters that are left. The other reason is her work behind the cameras. Snuka has been regarded as the locker room mother and often gives advice to younger wrestlers. Her work in the ring has left a lot to be desired, but she has helped quite a few wrestlers find their footing, which is worthy of praise. Tonga Loa is Tama Tonga's brother, but he cannot be compared to him in any way, shape, or form. He lacks the wrestling skills, the screen presence, and the impact that his brother has had during his time with the Bloodline. Instead of being a wrestler, he seems to be more of a minion for Solo Sikoa, which means Tonga Loa has not been able to establish himself yet. If things continue to go this way, Tonga will fade into the background sooner rather than later. Hopefully, Roman Reigns' return will shake things up, and present him with an opportunity to be more involved in the storyline. He has been ranked above the last two wrestlers from the Anoa'i family because he has already made it to WWE. Zilla Fatu is the son of Umanga, and from the looks of it, he just might surprise everyone by living up to his father's legacy. He has a ton of charisma, and his work in the ring with GCW shows that Fatu can hang with the best. However, doing it in a lower promotion and doing it in WWE are two very different things. Even though he has been impressive, Zilla Fatu will stay near the bottom of this list until he makes his WWE debut. Hikuleo is a big man and can move pretty well despite his size. However, that is the only thing he has going for him. As far as charisma goes, Hikuleo has a ton of work to do. He has some impressive performances under his belt, but has yet to do anything special. Hikuleo is not a main roster caliber talent at the moment, and there is uncertainty about his potential. There is a lot of hard work to be done before Hikuleo is worthy of being ranked above his Anoa'i brothers and sisters behind.